All right, now this next drill, this is very much the same drill. Okay, so we're going short stair to big stair. Okay, now we incorporate our arches into it. Okay, so now we're going to get into running some routes. Okay, whether we run a basic route, which is an in route, or whether we work a curl or a comeback. You can work a number of different drills with it. Once again, still focusing on footwork, and then right there, we're working top of the route shake as if we're running a basic route, and that would be a pivot step. Same foot extend, same foot transition brings me out of the cut. And one of the things that we talk about, one of the key and critical coaching points for digs, ends, really all of our routes, okay, as we talk about pinning the shoulder, okay? When we talk about pinning the shoulder, okay, if I've got any kind of end breaking route, I want to pin the shoulder. And when I pin the shoulder, the direction that I'm going, I take the opposite shoulder and push it back, okay? This is a very, very important detail in route running, and something that I've lived by throughout the years, something that allows our guys to be able to create plays and create separation. When I pin the shoulder at the top of the route, so if I'm working a transition cut right and I pin the shoulder, it serves two purposes, okay? One, it always brings my body down to reduce back to the ball at a negative angle. And when we talk about pinning the shoulder, that is the main emphasis, okay? We want to reduce back, create the separation, attack the football. The second point of emphasis for pinning the shoulder, okay, is it allows our hands to be out in front of our eyes at the catch point. The hardest catch in football is whenever the ball crosses the eyes because of your hand placement. Sometimes when the ball crosses your eyes, you don't know whether to go here, here, all kinds of crazy things happen, okay, when you get in this position and your shoulders remain square. The other thing is, if your shoulders remain square towards the sideline, you typically drift up the field and not get friendly to attack the football. So when we pin that shoulder, we're going to have our thumbs out in front of our eyes, which is not going to allow us, okay, to be able to get into any kind of bad hand placement. And when we talk about hand placement for catching, we go thumbs together or pinkies together from that point. So right here we go to our short stair to big stair. Okay, now we've got some kind of route emphasis. Our top of the route shake does a really good job pinning the shoulder, hands out in front of the eyes. Now we can catch and finish. Short stair to big stair, pin the shoulder, hands out in front of the eyes, and look at the angle, okay, it's bringing our guys back on. When I pin the shoulder, I can't help but reduce back to the ball, okay, and learn how to attack it. Right here, really good job, come out. And the most important thing, too, that we always talk about with our wide receivers, okay, we transition first, then pin the shoulder, okay? So you'll see we want to transition to create the separation first, and then we pin the shoulder to attack the football, okay?